This is weekly Forex forecast from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. I'll be doing a complete multi-time frame analysis, all the hottest currency pairs, cryptocurrencies and indices that we'll be looking to trade next week. The list is a bit longer, but don't worry, I'll put a time stamp in the description area. You can skip the pairs that you are not trading and you can focus on that what you are trading, but I'll suggest you to watch all of them. As you have seen my previous weekly Forex forecast, most of the pair behave exactly according to the analysis. I'll put a link in the description area if you want to have a look at it to have some confidence about my analysis. So the pairs that we will be looking to trade today are dollar yen, Aussie dollar, Aussie yen, Aussie NZD, EURNZD, Euro dollar, Euro AUD, GBP Aud, GBP Usd, Gbp Jpy, gold, NZD USD, USD Cad, USDCHF, USDZAR, USOIL, US 100 and US 30, Bitcoin and Ethereum Usd. Before I begin, make sure you smash the like button and also hit the subscribe button if you haven't done yet. With that being said, let's get started. Okay guys, so let's start with first dollar yen. Let's find out first of all higher time frame and then we'll come back to the lower time frame to see how we can trade. First of all, starting with monthly time frame dollar yen. As you know that this monthly candle is closed and this is a strongly bullish market dollar yen. Look at the bottom of the monthly candle. There is no wick at the bottom at all. So when you see this kind of strong bullish momentum, you can expect it to continue. But as you can see that currently dollar yen is sitting all-time high. This price is all-time high. So when you see this kind of price that is all-time high, we might see a deeper retracement this month for dollar yen. So that being said, we might see deep retracement. That means that on the lower time frame we might see a little bit of movement to the downside. So let's see on the weekly time frame now what kind of price action. Now weekly, every week the price was creating a long green candle every week. The last week we saw a doji. Okay, so after this kind of doji, I think that it will create a bullish price action. But this is weekly. This week we might see, could be that we might see a little bit deeper retracement. So let's find out now daily time frame what's happening. So now daily, this is where we will know that how dollar yen could behave. But I think that what dollar yen will do, this is the daily time frame. There is a bullish engulfer has been created here, and you see there has been a structure on the daily time frame. Here we can see clearly what might happen. You see, this is the structure that has created dollar yen on the daily time frame. This is a bull flag. After this move, there is a bull flag, and this bull flag has not been tested properly. So what I think that, as you see that this is the daily time frame, what dollar yen could do in the new trading week, it might come up along this trend line on the daily, along this line, and it could come down again, test this support, this resistance as a support, and may create a bullish pattern. So let's see now on the 4-hour time frame. So if we see that is on the daily, on the weekly, what we will see that the price first, it might come down this week, and then we'll go up, we'll come down, and we'll create a another doji or bullish pattern. So let's see on the 4-hour how it looks like. Now what I think that dollar yen could do, if we adjust this trend line on the 4-hour time frame, I think that as soon as the market will open, dollar yen could drop again, maybe to this level of support here, and then we'll push up and then we'll create a bullish pattern here. The weekly close could be here. So with that being said, this week, initially first 1 or 2 days we might see the price dropping, okay, and then we will see a pickup. So as we know that in my live streaming, when the price was here, you have seen that, what did I say? When the price was here, the dollar yen will drop. Even I gave a live trade signal in this live streaming, and that has been a winner. That is that you have seen that. Okay, so if I trade dollar yen, you see, you are waiting with me for a long time. So let's see, let's find out a trade, how we can trade this one. After 8 minutes, dollar yen will close, right? So what we possible trading opportunity is pending order here. Okay, stop loss, let's say above this doji, and targeting 1 2 2. Okay. Smash the like button. That this was a winning trade. Now if you wanna join my program like that, to learn like this, to see this kind of trade signal, you can go to the description area. There is a link there to join my VIP program. You can learn my strategy and also get live trade signal like this one. And I think that still bearish dollar yen will come down to this level of support, will test this bull flag properly. It didn't test this this resistance as a support properly, and then will create another bullish pattern. So at this point, we are running a short trade. We will be waiting until it come back here. If we see a bullish pattern here in this zone, then we will consider buying dollar yen again from this zone. So this is the situation with dollar yen, that according to the plan, that will move on if it works accordingly. Now let's see next currency pair that we will be looking to trade is Aussie dollar. As usual, we will be looking at the first of all monthly time frame. As you see that this is the monthly close, and I think that you see, first of all, Aussie dollar has broken all the level of support and created a strong bearish engulfer with a double top. This is a huge candle. You see, this is a huge bearish engulfer. This is a monthly time frame, and you saw, if you draw level here, you saw there is a double top and there's a bullish engulfer. Okay, so now after this monthly, after this kind of monthly close, you can expect a lot of movement to the downside on the monthly, but we will be trading on the lower time frame. But it could initially, it could go up to test this level at least, or this level. So in the new opening week, we might see a push to the upside. As you know that there is a NFP, and we might see a lot of volatility in the market. So let's see on the weekly time frame how this price may move. Now it could open with a gap and then continue to go down, or it could go up. So let's see what condition we will be using. As you see that this is the weekly as well, we saw a false breakout here, and because of this we saw a big move to the downside, and I think that it will continue to drop. But let's see this week what might happen. Now if you go to the daily time frame, this is the daily situation. You saw there is a big move followed by a weaker retracement, and then we saw another move. Now this is also a strongly bearish price action. Now let me tell you what could happen and what we will be waiting for. You see that this daily candle couldn't break the previous day's low. Let me draw a level here. Okay, let me tell you what I will consider. Now go to the 4-hour time frame. See, if there will be two possible scenarios I will be considering. If on the new trading week, if Aussie dollar closes with a, opens with a gap like this one, okay, create a bearish candle like a pin bar or anything like that, break this level, okay, there is a high probability that Aussie dollar will drop from here again this week. Okay, this is one possible scenario. On the other hand, if we see that Aussie dollar has didn't open with a gap, instead has created a wickless candle. This is the when the monthly closes, the price normally did like that. There is no wick at the bottom, a wickless candle, green bullish candle. And the next one, if there is a doji here like that, followed by bullish candle, then I will say that Aussie dollar will rise from here. Okay, so these are the two possible scenarios that I will be considering for Aussie dollar. But one thing we need to keep in mind, there is, you see, there is a strong bearish engulfer here. Okay, last session of the trading week, that bearish engulfer basically a sign of strong move to the downside. So we might see high probability that Aussie dollar will continue to drop from here. And let's see next, after the opening of the weekly candle, daily candle, I will update you every day, like every day in my live analysis and live session. So we'll see how it works. But these are the two possible scenario I will consider, either buying or selling. So let's see now Aussie Yen, how it is doing. Now as like the Aussie dollar, Aussie Yen doing the same thing. If you see the monthly, the price just on the created a rejection candle from the top on the monthly time frame, and I think that it will do the same with Aussie Yen. There is a possibility of dropping from here to this level of resistance. At least as you can see that this resistance has not been tested as a support. So after the monthly close, I think that Aussie Yen could drop from here. Okay, so now let's see what kind of situation on the weekly time frame. Now weekly, we saw there is a big pin bar rejected from the top, followed by another bearish candle. So what likely to happen in the new trading week? I think that this candle will go up again, test this trend line, and will drop from here. Now let's see on the daily how it looks like. You saw that this candle is this price action is creating something like a head and shoulder kind of pattern, and last day of trading week we saw that from the same trend line the price rejected to the downside. So what I think that this week Aussie Yen, as you have seen that there is a head and shoulder with a right shoulder, head and left shoulder. Aussie Yen will go up for little retracement and will drop to this level. Okay, so highly likely that Aussie Yen will drop this week as well. So let's see what happened and how we'll be trading. Go to the 4-hour time frame, and you see that the price has created already a very nice double top here, or a consolidation pattern here. And what I will be doing, I will be waiting for the price to test this previous you see there is a resistance here on the 4-hour, there is a support here, and I will be waiting for the price to go here, test this previous support as a resistance, and also previous resistance as a resistance, and then I will be considering selling Aussie Yen to this level. As you see that this is overall bullish market, but on the lower time frame Aussie Yen could drop to this from this zone. At the price action has created a very complicated. As you see that on the daily as well, we saw there is a head and shoulder pattern has been created. So now let's see our AUDNZD how it could do. Now AUDNZD and all Aussie may become weaker against all the pairs except AUD, because I think that USD could be weaker next week. In that case, Aussie even could be stronger against AUD, or it could continue to drop against all currency pairs based on how the market is opening. So AUDNZD, if we see the monthly time frame, this is also a very strongly bullish market. NZD getting very weaker, and you saw that if you see this is the monthly time frame. If you draw a trend line here on the monthly, we saw that AUDNZD basically broken all this trend line above, and also there is a no wick candle at the bottom on the monthly. So when you see this kind of candle, you can expect AUDNZD to continue further. But because this is a very high price, it's at the top, so we might see a deeper retracement to the downside. So these months we might see, most of the time we might see that AUDNZD is dropping. So if you go to the weekly, we saw that weekly there has been a nice doji has been created. So what I think that AUDNZD will do, first of all, it will go up here, test this around 50% of this doji, and then will drop from here, okay, to this level. Maybe will follow this trend line, and then will start to rise. So with that being said, this week Aussie and ZD could drop. So let's say on the daily time frame, now you see that this is where the price action that already it has created a pin bar at the top with a lower high, and I think that AUD and ZD first will go in this zone. As you see, this is the weekly time frame, and we saw that this is the resistance here, and from here we'll drop to this level AUDNZD, and it might create a consolidation pattern here, or maybe will create a lower high, will create a higher low. So we might see another doji, or even a bit creating a lower low. So even it could do something like that. You see there is a trend line here. It could consolidate among this zone on the that we have seen that this is the weekly, and it might create a doji, something like that. It may trade in between this range. So what will be our approach? Now let's go to the 4-hour time frame. If I see that AUDNZD has gone up, tested this, there is a consolidation on the 4-hour time frame. If it tests this previous resistance, this is the resistance here. If it goes up, test this previous resistance, then I will be considering selling based on the price action targeting to this level. So this could be the situation with AUDNZD. Now let's see EURNZD, what it might do. Now first of all, we'll see monthly time frame. Now monthly, we saw that EURNZD after a drop again started to push up. So it looks like euro getting very stronger. Next week, next month, euro could be stronger. And with that being said, I think that EURNZD will continue to rise up this upcoming months and weeks. So let's see on the weekly. Now weekly, we saw that the price created an inverted head and shoulder here. See, there is an inverted head and shoulder. After this inverted head and shoulder, we saw that EURNZD first created this bullish candle, followed by another bullish engulfer. This week the price came down, the buyers bought and created a nice looking doji here. So what is likely to happen next? Let's see. So what I think that EURNZD could do, that EURNZD even could come down here, created a cross the previous week's low, and then closed as a bullish pin bar. So with that being said, let's draw this level. So what I think that EURNZD will break this down below, and then will break up, will create a bullish candle. Now let's see on the daily time frame how it could do. So this is the situation with EURNZD. One important thing that you need to keep in mind, that see, this is the daily candle, right? You see, this is a nicely looking bullish engulfer. So after I see this daily candle, I'm impressed that EURNZD will continue to go up. As you see that this is a nice looking bullish engulfer, created a false breakout of this daily support level. So what I will be doing is I think that EURNZD, if you see the 4-hour time frame, there is a strong bullish candle. So what it could do, what I will be waiting for EURNZD to come down to test this. Let me draw this one here. So there is a resistance here. You see when the price created this double bottom here and then broke above, so we can expect this price to come down again to test this previous resistance, this zone as a support, and then to continue. So I will be waiting for a price action confirmation here. If I see enough price action confirmation from here, then I will be consider going long from here. Or if I see that immediately break down below, even came to this zone that we have seen, then also if we see bullish confirmation, then we will consider buying from here. So these are the two area of value that we can look for EURNZD to test and to go long from here. So this is the EURNZD. Now let's find out what are the currency pair. Euro dollar. Let's see. Now euro dollar, as I mentioned in my last analysis on Friday, you have seen that euro dollar and most of the currency pair except AUDUSD creating reversal pattern, looks like a reversal pattern. So let's see first of all monthly time frame how it is doing. Now monthly, as you have seen in all my analysis, I was saying that euro dollar is dropping, and that's what exactly the market did. Now at this point, you see that euro dollar in a very strong level of support. There's a historical level of support. If you look at the past, there is a support here, there is a support here, it's a very strong level of support. Now the price came to this level of same level of support, and we saw that exactly hit by a big long candle with on this support. So when you see this kind of big candle hitting an important level of support, you can expect the price to push up. So with that being said, I think that euro dollar will continue to will reverse from here. So let's see on the weekly time frame how it looks like. Now weekly, we saw that the price broke out of this channel here. There's a channel, a long-term channel on the weekly, broke out of this channel. Now I think that from here it might peak to the upside, at least certain level, at least to this level. So which, because one important thing we need to keep in mind that this is the weekly chart, and you see this doji, okay, this zone have not been tested. So what I think that euro dollar will rise from here to this level, and then from here will continue to drop again. So with that being said, this week euro dollar could rise up. Now on the daily, we have nice price action pattern. That's what I told in my live analysis. That what did I say? That euro dollar could close somewhere here as a daily candle, and that's what it did. Now you saw that there is a vertical movement to the downside and created this green candle in a very, very important level of support. This is the monthly support that we are talking about, right? So this is the monthly support, and I think that euro dollar will continue to rise up from here. Okay, so this is the level. You see, let me adjust this one for daily time frame, because you see there is a long week candle here on the daily. So let me this one push up, and I think that this 1.0515 could be a good buy opportunity for euro dollar. And this is the zone. You see there is a wickless candle has been created here after this doji, and the price now creating a bullish pattern here. You see there is a nice bullish pattern. First of all, you see there is a green candle. It's a nice green candle. The price now creating a triangular pattern here. So like this green candle creating a triangular pattern, and it will create, already it has created a one false breakout to the downside and see creating a higher low. So on the new trading week, what I will be doing is, as soon as this pattern, this, you see this triangular pattern will be broken to the upside, it might break with a wickless candle here, or maybe with a strong bullish engulfer. If it you know able to break this level from here or from here, then on the test of this level, because if it breaks this level, let me draw this one here, if it breaks this level, then it will come back again to test on the lower time frame, and that time I will place a pending order from here with a high risk to reward ratio, and we'll keep our stop loss below this low with our VIP members and with our students. Now if you want to join our training program where you learn my strategy and also earn with us, then there's a link in the description area. You can check it out. There's a discount going on. So this is the situation with euro dollar. Okay, we'll be looking for buy opportunity from this zone, as this is now looks like a turning into a bullish market. So now let's find out euro AUD. Now all the euro pairs looks aggressively reverse from here, and I think that we might see quite significant movement on euro AUD. AUD could be strongly bearish and euro could be bullish. So let's see first of all monthly. You know, this is the monthly candle and it's almost closed, and I think that euro AUD, what we have seen that this is the monthly time frame. One important thing we need to keep in mind, this is the monthly, okay, and we saw that there's a strong bearish movement followed by a green candle. Now this kind of candle is basically it's another bearish candle, okay, because you see the price will, it might go up little and will continue to go down, because as I told you, the price bounced from here. It doesn't mean that it will continue to go up, okay. High probability that it will test this level, this resistance here, okay, or even lower than this, and could drop. So if you go to the weekly, we saw that weekly doji has been created, okay. So there is a weekly doji has been created, and I think that what it will do this this week, it will move in between there is a doji has been created. If you go to the daily time frame, we saw that there is a nice bullish candle has been created on the daily time frame. This is a bullish candle, bullish engulfer started from here. There has been an inverted head and shoulder followed by a spike to the down upside, and then came down, tested this support. Now looks like it will go up, but I think that Euro AUD will just consolidate in between this zone, will create maybe another doji, and finally it will because it's a long term, it's a bearish market. Okay, this is the daily chart, and we saw this is a long term bearish market. So what we will be doing there, let's see on the 4-hour time frame. Now what I will be doing, so let's say if Euro AUD is managed to come to this level of here, because there is a consolidation and then broke up, right? So if the price managed to come here, okay, on the test of this previous, you see there is a resistance here. Okay, we might see the price coming back here, testing this previous resistance as support. At that point, I will consider going long with Euro AUD from here. Okay, going long, keeping stop loss here, take profit here, which could give us at least 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. So this is the mainly my plan, because it is unlikely that Euro AUD just will rise from here. I think that it will come down again, okay, to this zone. Maybe we'll create an inverted head and shoulder and we'll try to go up. So this is the situation with Euro AUD. I'll be waiting for this zone for the price to come. As soon as I will find proper entry point along this zone, then I will be considering going long with Euro AUD from here. So now let's see GBP AUD. Now the same thing, you see GBP is a bit stronger than Euro, so it looks a bit stronger pattern has created on the 4-hour time frame. So let's first of all see what happened on the monthly time frame on GBP AUD. Now on the monthly, we saw that there is a this is the monthly time frame, and there is a green candle has been created after a big move to the downside. Now after this kind of move, I think that the same thing could happen, that GBP AUD could continue to drop from here. So if you go to the weekly time frame, what it is now, you saw that the price has created a candle, the doji, that crossed the previous one's low and stopped here. So what I think that it will do this week, because monthly overall bearish, but I think that this week it will still move in between. Okay, so if we go to the daily now, what it looks like that the price, you see the price broke to the upside. It doesn't mean that it will continue to go up. It could go up, but I think that, you see, this is the price already broken this level of support, and I think that the price will finally go here and then will come back again there. Okay, so if I see this is on the 4-hour time frame, what do you see that now? As you see, this price action pattern is very, very complicated now. Okay, so if GBP AUD managed to go to this resistance, okay, go to this resistance and create some kind of price action that is bearish, then I'll be consider selling from here. On the other hand, if I see that GBP AUD on the new trading week started to move from here to this level, okay, in that case, if I see an inverted head and shoulder pattern here, something like this one, okay, inverted head and shoulder, then I'll be considering buying from here. So this is the situation will be in GBP AUD. I will be looking to see this kind of pattern, and then I'll consider buying GBP or selling GBP AUD. So let's see GBP USD, what it is doing. So let's find out GBP USD. Now GBP USD, as like the euro dollar, I think it is also creating a reversal pattern. Starting with monthly time frame, GBP USD, there has been a strong move to the downside, came to this level of support, and from this support we saw that this is the monthly time frame, and there are some buying happen, created a long wick candle. So not long wick, there is a shorter wick, but there is a wick at the bottom. So let's see on the weekly time frame, we saw that this is the weekly support where the price bounced from here a little bit. Now let's see daily time frame. Now daily, this is what I will be looking at. You see the daily GBP USD has created a candle that is from a very, very important level. support, and this candle, it looks like a bullish candle. And as you see, there is a strong vertical move to the downside followed by this bullish candle, and I think that we might see a reaction from here, as like euro dollar, the price may come to this level of, you see there is a, this is the level of the previous day's low here, and I think that the price will first come down here this week. It's the daily, and then will start to rise. So with that being said, let's see on the 4-hour time frame how we can enter a trade. Now on the 4-hour, I will be waiting on the new trading week, the price to come down here, you know, create a possible inverted head and shoulder, and also maybe testing this, you know, wickless candle here, the price, you know, breaking this wickless candle, grabbing liquidity, and then moving to the upside. So I will be watching price action here. As soon as I will be seeing a nice bullish pattern in this zone, I'll be considering buying GBP USD. That is the plan for GBP USD. Now let's see on the GBP JPY how it is doing. Now GBP JPY and GBP USD both are same. Looks like, you know, next week maybe JPY get a bit stronger. So let's see. As you see that this is a bullish pattern has created GBP JPY on the 4-hour. Now let's see monthly. Monthly, it's a strongly bullish market. Okay, you saw that. First of all, look at this one, where this is a strong bullish candle on the monthly. The previous, it broke all this monthly support, came down, grabbed liquidity, and then started to push up. So there is a long wick at the top, long wick at the bottom. As soon as market open, buyers bought. Now after this buy, what you saw that monthly, there is another long wick candle, meaning that it could create a strong bullish move again. Okay, but before it creates a strong bullish move, I think that it will come little down for retracement, and then will move up. So that means that this retracement could be next week, or even could be after a week later. So this is the weekly candle. You saw that as soon as GBP JPY came here, we saw that there is a strong buying happen. So let me draw this channel here, and what I think that GBP JPY could do in the new trading week, will come down again, test this one, and then will rise up. So now let's see on the daily time frame how it looks like. So what I think that GBP JPY could do, there are two possible scenarios. One is that if it opens here with a gap, okay, like let's say it opens completely disconnected from here, open with a gap, then we might see a straight push to the upside, straight move up. On the other hand, we might see that GBP JPY from here again drop to this level of support, okay, and then we'll start to move from here. So this is the plan that we will be using. First of all, we will be waiting either to come for the price to come down to this level of support. You see there is a higher low has been created. We might see the price coming again, creating another higher low, and that could be a nice place to buy. On the other hand, if I see a gap opening, a strong bullish candle on the 4-hour time frame, if you see that, if I see that, you know, like this one, a strong bullish candle, then also I'll be considering buying GBP JPY from here. Okay guys, so let's start with gold now. Okay, so gold, first of all, we will be looking at the monthly time frame. As you can see that this is the monthly candle has been closed, and I think that you see the previous month's gold has created this bearish candle, broke the previous month's closing, and you know, previous month's low completely. Now this current month, what I think that gold might push to the upside again. So let's see on the weekly time frame how it do. Now weekly, we saw that, you see there is a very important level of support has been broken, and again the price closed above. You see there is a no wick candle here. This is a no wick candle, and a very important level of support that has been broken, and then the price closed above. So what I think that in the new trading week, gold could do that, it could come little bit down, you know, around 50% of this long wick, and then could push up. So if we see, this is on the daily time frame, you saw there is a, on the daily we saw that this is the nice price action. You see very important price action. Let me draw all of this. So this is the daily time frame, and what you saw that the price, you see the price tested this previous resistance as a support here, okay, and also there is a support here, okay. So what gold could do, that this is the daily time frame, and you saw there is a doji has been created on the daily time frame. This doji basically tested this weekly daily support here. There's a strong level of support, okay, tested as a resistance, and then we saw that closed as a doji. Now there is a daily time frame, there's a gap opening, smaller gap, right? So what I think in the new trading week, that the price will start to move up from here. It might create a lower high and then will drop again to the downside. So if we see that on the 4-hour time frame, this is the situation. So how I will be trading, if I see that, you know, in the new trading week, gold created a bullish candle here. This is the 4-hour time frame, and you saw that the price already has created a nice inverted head and shoulder. And I think that if the price come here again, created a bullish structure, then it will be another inverted head and shoulder completed with this. This is the left shoulder, because first of all, you see there is one inverted head and shoulder. You see this is the left shoulder, right shoulder, head, and the price broke above. Now if the price come again to this zone, okay, create another left shoulder, whole head and right shoulder, and then we might see that gold is picking up. So what I will be doing is I will be waiting for the gold to come here to create a bullish structure, maybe bullish engulf or any kind of bullish structure. Then I will be considering buying gold from here. Now in the meantime, if you want to trade gold with us, then link in the description. You can learn my strategy and also earn with us. So let's find out NZD USD. As you can see that I think that next week it could happen that dollar could be stronger weaker. In that case, NZD even could be stronger, or it could continue to drop. So first of all, let's see monthly. You see this is the monthly candle, and this is a very, very strong bullish candle on the monthly time frame, guys and girls. And you see that this is the overall bearish market. Okay, pardon me, strong bearish candle, not bullish candle, and this is overall bearish market. Now this is monthly. It doesn't mean that we might see a gap opening and drop, or we might see next week early straight up. Okay, after this kind of move, you can expect a significant retracement to the upside. So if we go to the weekly time frame, we saw that on the weekly as well, there is a very, very strong move to the downside, broke all this level of support, okay, created a strong red candle. Now let's say on the daily, okay, daily also you saw that, you see this is the price and just closed above the previous day's low. Now let me draw this level and what I will be looking in the market. Now let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so in the new trading week, okay, I will use couple of scenario. The first scenario, if I see that there is a wickless candle at on the 4-hour time frame, the first session, I'll be waiting for that kind of candle. If happens, then I'll be waiting for a doji with a long wick at the bottom. If this is the situation, there is a doji, there's a wickless candle, I will straight put a buy order from here with NZD USD, keeping my stop loss below, and take profit 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 with our VIP members. So this is the situation with NZD USD we'll be using. On the other hand, if I see that there is a gap opening happen and created a strong bearish candle, okay, then we'll be consider selling NZD USD based on how the price action is forming. But I think that it is likely that it could start to rise up again next month. So now let's see USD Cad. What's happening, starting with monthly. Okay, monthly whole months, as soon as the market opened, the price came down here, you know, broke this level of support. There is a trend line here that has been broken, created a false breakout, and we saw that strong buying happen. Now in this zone, what we have seen that, you see there is a bullish engulfer followed by a long consolidation, came down again, another bullish engulfer. So what I think that USD Cad finally will be heading to the upside, but next week, this is the monthly, finally monthly could go up, but I think that next week we will see another drop. So let's see on the weekly time frame how it does. Now weekly, you saw there is a candle that has crossed the previous one completely, created a strong bullish engulfer, followed by a gap opening and a bullish candle. Okay, so now let's see on the daily time frame. Okay, daily you saw that the price is creating a nice bullish price action pattern. Okay, there is a bullish engulfer, there is a bullish engulfer followed by two dojis. Okay, so what might happen in the new trading week? I think that because it's approaching this very important level of resistance here. See, there is a resistance here. So now let's see on the 4-hour time frame. What I will be doing is, if in case USD CAD open with a gap, or crossing all this above, create a wickless candle on the 4-hour, as I told you, like that, with a doji like that, then I will say that it will continue to rise from here. On the other hand, if we see that the price couldn't break this high, instead created a bearish candle here, like this one, a red candle with a no wick at the top almost, and there is a long wick at the bottom, that means that USD CAD will start to drop from here on the lower time frame. So we'll be waiting to see, but the bias is bullish because it's a long-term bullish market. And though USD could be weaker, CAD could be also weaker, so finally it could rise up. But let's see how the market is opening is really crucial, because it's a new month, new week, everything will reshuffle the market. So now USDCHF, okay, the same thing, USDCHF as well, it's a strongly bullish market. Now first of all, let's see monthly. You see, this is the monthly, the price with a long candle went above, and I think that what might happen, that the price will drop from here, around from this zone. So let's see on the weekly time frame. You see, this is a weekly, a big move to the upside, but the price didn't do any significant retracement to the downside. So what we might see that USD CHF will continue to drop on the weekly next week. So now let's see daily. Now daily, we saw that, you see there the price already created a candle that just bounced from here. You can say that there's a double doji has been created. Okay, so if in case USD CHF open with a gap here like that, with a bullish candle on the, let's say on the 4-hour time frame, if it opens with a gap with a bullish candle, then I will say that USD CHF will continue to rise to this level, okay, to this direction. On the other hand, if we see that this level USD CHF rejected from this level, as you see, this is the monthly resistance. I think that USD CHF will be waiting for a price action confirmation from here. If we see enough rejection from the top, then we'll be considering selling USD CHF from here, as I think that next week USD CHF could drop. So now let's see USD ZAR, how it is doing, starting with monthly time frame. Now monthly, as soon as the previous months close, new months open, we saw that there is a very strong movement from USD ZAR, started to move up without any question. Okay, now at this point USD ZAR residing in a very important level of resistance. This is a very strong level of resistance, and I think that this is the monthly, and next month USD ZAR will drop to the downside. Okay, because it's a bullish candle, but the price already facing a resistance, and from here it is likely to drop. Now let's see on the weekly. Now weekly, we saw that, you see, there is a nice bullish candle has been created last week, and I think the next one will go up, even will go at the top and will drop from here, because on the weekly, you see, the price has not tested this long-term trend line. It's broken, and it is unlikely that the price will just move like that without testing. So let me draw this trend line on the daily time frame. Now let me draw the trend line. This is the trend line on the daily, and you see that USD ZAR aggressively moved to the upside. On the last day of trading week, it has created a very strong bearish candle. Okay, so in the new trading week, what I think that USD ZAR will do, will go up, even break this no wick red candle around this zone, and will drop from here to this level. So now let's see on the 4-hour time frame how we can find a trading opportunity. And I think that USDZAR first will move up, you see on the 4-hour, and will complete a head and shoulder here. Okay, will complete a head and shoulder on the 4-hour, and from here it will drop to this level. So this is the situation we'll be doing. We'll be waiting for this price action here for going short. If we see enough confirmation, price action confirmation from here, then we will consider selling USDZAR from here. Now let's see what other currency pair we have. USOIL. Let's find out what's happening. First of all, monthly. Now USOIL, I think that on the monthly, USOIL will continue to, you see the last month USOIL has created a candle that is, it's a consolidation candle. It's a sideways market on the monthly time frame. We saw that the price went up down and created a doji. So what I think that this month also USOIL will trade in this range. Might be it will be a bit low side or high side, but I think that it will still continue to trade in this range. Now, if you go to the weekly time frame, what you saw that, you see the price has created a structure. This is a bullish structure. It's a common bullish structure. Okay, and the price is in this zone, narrow zone. So I think that USOIL will still, this is the weekly, also there is a doji, will still trade in this narrow range in the upcoming week. So if we see that on the daily, what we saw that, you see there is a pin bar here, okay, and the price will come down here, will go up in this narrow range. So what I will be doing, you see this is the triangular pattern that we have drawn on the weekly. If I see that USOIL, let's say from here on the lower time frame, if it goes up little bit, you see there is a, it has created, if it creates a head and shoulder, I will be selling. So it's a narrow range. I'll try to avoid USOIL, but if I see any impressive price action pattern, then also only I will consider buying or selling USOIL. But at this point, it is really not a very good market for trading. It's concentrating in a narrow point. Until it breaks out to one side, it is not a good idea to trade USOIL. So let's see now US 100 how it is doing. Now US 100, what we saw that this is the daily time frame, and we saw that US 100 was dropping for a couple of days. Now let's find out monthly time frame what's happened. Now monthly, we saw that the price has created head and shoulder kind of, and looks like it was in an uptrend. It broke this monthly trend line, with this monthly trend line. If you draw this on the lower time frame, you'll see a smooth trend line here which has been broken, and from there what we saw that first of all breakout followed by hanging man, and the next one started to drop. So what I think, this is the monthly time frame, and I think that US 100 will continue to drop over long term because it looks like it's a change of trend. But over the short term, US 100 could continue, over the short term could go up again as a retracement, maybe to this level. Let me draw this level. So let's draw this level here. Okay, so I think that US 100 this month will go up. So if you go to the weekly time frame, with that being said, we saw that the price already broken out of this level of support. So when you see this kind of breakout from this channel, it again goes up. Okay, so with that being said, this coming week we could see then uprise on US 100. So let's say on the daily time frame, daily we saw that there is already an established level of support here. Okay, so I think that the people who love to trade support and resistance, they might buy US 100 from this support, but based on lower time frame confirmation. If I see on the 4-hour, you see the price already has created a higher low. So what if we see on the first session of the trading week price action like that, confirmation that no wick at the bottom, and there is a bullish candle followed by a bullish candle followed by a doji like that. Okay, then I will consider buying US 100 from here, targeting to this level of resistance. So this is the plan that I will be using for US 100. Let's see US 30. Okay, so the same situation with US 100 is the same situation with US 30. Long term it could be bearish, but short term this month's early it could go up. So with that being said, weekly we saw that the price already broke down, came to this level of support. If you draw this level of support, what you saw, this is the level of support, and I think that the next upcoming week US 100 will rise up. So if we go to the daily, now daily also we saw the price was creating a nice a downtrend. Every time the price getting a strong bearish candle, and if I see on the 4-hour time frame, you see this is the level of support, and if I see that US 100 created, US 30 has created a bullish engulf around the 4-hour time frame, then only I will be considering buying to this from this level, as the price action shows it's a bearish market. At any point it could continue to drop, but based on how the price action is creating, as I told you, then I will be considering only buying US 30. So now let's see BTC. Okay, now BTC, I don't see much hope on BTC bulls, because this is the monthly. You see this has been already closed, will be closed after 10-hour 47. You can say it's a closed candle, and what BTC did, that it has created an inside bar. You see the price is remaining in between this support and in between this resistance. So what does it mean? I think that the next month also BTC USD will go up and will create another something like a doji or a bull candle, but in between this level, in this narrow range, it might move BTC USD. So let's see on the weekly what might happen. Now weekly, you saw that this candle is already going to close, and this is in a very important level of support. This is the weekly support. Let me draw this one from where there was a move happen. So if I draw this daily now what it could do, BTC USD, I think that after this daily candle could look like a doji, I think that it will start to rise, pick up slowly from here, because it's a long-term support, and I think it will rise from here. And based on how the price action is creating, I will consider buying BTC USD, and I think that it will go up to this level to test this, and then will drop again. So this could be the situation with BTC USD. It could trade move in this narrow range. So now let's see Ethereum USD, what's happening now. Ethereum USD, this is the same situation with BTC USD, but I think, let's see first of all higher time frame, then we'll come back to the lower time frame. This is monthly. Now Ethereum, this is monthly candle is closing after 10-11 hours. But what I think that Ethereum is doing, that it has created, one thing, that it has created a higher low and higher high. So it could do the same situation as BTC USD, but it could do something like this. Okay, something like this. So it could go along this channel, okay, this month, like that. So if you go to the weekly time frame, what we have seen, the price has created a nice weekly candle creating dojis. So in the new trading week, what we might see that Ethereum USD has created a bullish candle like that. Okay, something like this. It could create something like this. If we go to the daily time frame, that means that this is the level of support that you are seeing. If I adjust it on the daily time frame, because on the monthly it doesn't look clearly on the daily, so I think Ethereum USD also will trade in this range. Okay, in this range, this is daily, and so that means that if it comes to the level of support, we will advise our students to buy, okay, from here. If it comes to this level of resistance, then we'll consider selling Ethereum USD who are trading for short term. So this is the situation with all this pair. Let's see if there is any other pairs showing a promising trading opportunity. Definitely will consider trading this instrument. And also throughout the week I release analysis, trade analysis, as well as live streaming. So make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Thank you for staying and watching this weekly Forex forecast. I'll see you soon next week in live trading session.